the sources consulted, but only those that have actually furnished material. Its purpose is to enable a reader to see at a glance the range of the works cited in the footnotes. So generally, the purpose of the bibliography is to enable a reader to see at a glance that how much works have been cited in the footnotes. So those books or the journals which have been given references in the footnotes, they must be given in the bibliography also. So this is the style now we are coming, that how this bibliography can be written through the APA system or American Chicago American Psychological Association APA system. So we have to use this is the book, periodicals, miscellaneous, electronic resources. So there are four things which are given at the end of the dissertation or the thesis. So generally, see, there are four: American Chicago Manual of a Style, that is Chicago style, Harvard Law Review Association, and Modern Language Association of America, that is the MLA system. This is adopted by our Lumbini Buddhist University, and this there is a ninth edition of the Modern Language Association of America. This is accepted by our LBU, Lumbini Buddhist University. So let us have that how these are given by. So these are some of the examples of our see. So the you will see that the brown color, that is the American, is the first one. Second one is the Chicago Manual, and third is the Modern Language, and fourth is the Harvard. So you can see 1, 2, 3. That is American. Then second is the our Chicago Manual, and third is the MLA ninth edition, MLA editions. So this is the thing you have to in the American APA system. We have to put surname, then name, B, not a full name, Benjamin Berg. So only the B, and then in bracket year of the publication, then dot, then qualitative research for the social sciences, then the place of the publication and the name of the publisher. This is for the our APA system. Chicago Manual, we are putting the same thing here. There is the year of publication comes at the last. In the same manner, here in the case of MLS system, which is the last Berg Benjamin, Qualitative Research for the Social Sciences, London, Allen and Bacon, 2001. So this is the our MLA system. But MLA ninth editions, there are some changes which are given here. So, but in the ninth editions, qualitative, the Q will be the capital. After that, research, it will be raw, will be small, and then social sciences, it will be also small, not capital letters. So there are some of the changes in the MLA ninth edition, so you have to keep it in mind. You have to go through it, and then you can go to. And the same thing for the journals, how the journals can be written down. So generally the name of the journals are given in the italics, and the same thing the year in the APA system, then our Chicago Manual, and then the last is the MLA system. So this is the way of giving the references in your paper. Then miscellaneous related with the some of the CDs or Googles or internet, you are getting some of the things. So like that, it can be put. So the same APA are put here in that manner. So you can see that there are three references. They are corresponding to respective APA, Chicago, and MLA system. Again, there are some of the electronic resources and how the electronic the e-sources which are gathered by a researcher, it also must be given. So this is the giving the British Library 2005. Before 2005, you have to put dot in the case of APA system. Measuring our value, London, British Library, accessed on July. You have to put that on which date this e copy was accessed by the researcher. So the name of the link can be also given. In the case of Chicago manual, you have to put in that way that the British Library, and you have to give the link also that on which date access on 30th July 2008. So this accession is given at the end. In the case of our MLS system also, it is not needed to write accessed on only the 30th July 2008. So this is the some of the differences in giving the references for the primary sources, secondary sources, as well as e-sources also, how you have to put the journals we have discussed. Some of the cases related with when students are belonging to anthropological or sociological or related with some of the law, the cases which are running in the court and other things. So they can be also quoted like this. So the Ethiopia, some of the matters you are quoting from the United Nations of organization UNO, and you are putting some of the articles and other things, how you have to put it in that way, you can give the access of that. So this is the books and journals related with the sample of this generally primary sources or secondary sources. In that way, you have to put like this. So the joint authors also can be given. In the single author, only the name always is single. In the case of periodicals and others, there will be like this Indian historical review or American historical review. Then the periodicals, how it can be quoted by a researcher. So this is the style of bibliography. In the case, all the entries in the bibliography are to be arranged alphabetically. So when you are arranging for the primary sources of the books text, you have to put alphabetically. All the entries can be done by this. So in the writing footnotes, we also use ibid, that whenever a text is quoted, then if the text references comes again, then there is no need of writing the name of the text again, but it can be put to ibid also. As for example, so here the name of the book author has been given Sane B, 1993, Learning History, New York Academic Press, page 7. So this is the reference first it has been given. Suppose in the footnotes, again the same book reference has been given. So it should be given IBID, IBID, or if the page number differs from the page 7 to 19 or whatever, you can put the page 19. If it is the same page number, there is no need of writing P7. With itself means that the page is the same. So we had discussed that it should not be continued more than 3 and 4 from one book. The references it should be changed here. So third, you will see there is another author which has been given. There is another term which is generally used by a researcher, that is the opchit. Opchit, that is it is the short for the Latin of opus citatum, meaning in the work cited. So this is that opchit means work cited. So there is an example here also. If you see that in the third, as for example, Roy J. 2000, Indian History, Mumbai, top praise, page number 141. Again, this work cited, we have to write it down in the same. So here, Roy, comma, op checked, it means that the same book which has been put in under the three, it can be understood by the reader that this is the, but page is the different from the page number 141. So this is the way of writing of your research paper or the research dissertations. So how the in the research paper or the research dissertation, how you have to put all your sentences in the form of the words. So introduction of, suppose there are 80,000 words in the dissertation. So out of the 80,000 words, 5% of the 80,000 must be given to the introduction. Then the theory and the literature review, 30%, method of the data collections, 15%, data case study description, 20%, analysis and discussion, 20%, conclusion and implications, 10%. So this is the suggestive in nature. It can be changed as per the requirement of the dissertation also. So how the words are using, easy in reading a sentence up to the 8 words, very easy. We had seen that a small sentences can be framed by a researcher so that it may be understood by to the person who are not aware of this subject or this knowledge also. So generally these are some of the things. Use gender neutral words like chairperson instead of chairman. So these are the some of the writing style evolution. If you go through the computer, you will finding the style of the writing also on the basis of APA or MLS system. They will guide you that how the things are written also. So in that way, there is this is only for the aesthetical analysis for the quantitative method of research. So this quality of presentation, writing of the academic thesis or research report must be clear and crisp. Flow of the chapters among the chapters and sections, whatever they are given, they are interlinked. So the good balance between the text, tables, charts, and other graphics is maintained. So do not use words in all capital, bold, italics, or underlined for excessively. Never write a paragraph or your email in all capitals. Generally, sometimes we see that people use in capital letters. It should be avoided. It is considered as shouting against net etiquettes. So these are sometimes embarrassing to the readers also. So this is the all objectives are properly addressed, and whenever you are completing your dissertations, you see that the objectives of the research which were prepared by the researcher on the basis of the statement of the research problem, whether they are properly addressed or they are specific or not. Conclusions which are drawn, they are consistent with the objectives of the research or not, whether the hypotheses which were undertaken by the researcher for the sake of present solution of the research problem, through which the research methods and the data analysis were done by the researcher, whether they are validated or tested. Claims of generalizations are well supported. Whenever you are putting any description or the general aspects of the things, whether they are well supported by the references or not, due credit to all the previous works is given by inclusion in the references and the bibliography. In the bibliography and the references, you must give or you must acknowledge the scholars from where you have taken some of the ideas and the thoughts. Sufficient procedural information is given to enable others to replicate the study. Repetition is avoided. Limitations of the study are clearly stated. So sometimes a repetition of the ideas are done, so it should be avoided. There must be limitations of the study so that it can be submitted within time. So you must be prepared for the Viva Voce examinations whenever you are submitting your dissertation or the thesis for the MA or for PhD. You are also preparing yourself for the defense of the your thesis or dissertation. Whatever the ideas or thoughts which are drawn in the conclusion, you have to defend it in the Viva Voce examinations. So in the Viva Voce examinations, you have to prepare the PPT, PowerPoint presentations, so that it should not take more than time. You have to present yourself and you have to make defense. On the basis of the defense, the questions will be put by the examiners, external examiners, so that you have to prepare within 15 to 20 minutes. You have to present yourselves. So ideally, 20 to 25 slides are prepared by a researcher to present or to defend his or her thesis. Be precise, highlight your contribution. Slides should be error-free. Use a standard font size and colors. Sometimes the colors which are used in the PPT, they are not soothing to our eyes. Sometimes it are impinging to the vision also. So that the color should be chosen by the researcher, which can not hurt the the eyes of the others. So these must be taken care of by the researchers. Do not use animation in the slides. In the slides, when you are presenting, there should not be any animation or the recording of any views or the things related with your research. Have a prior trial of your presentation. Anticipate questions, reply in polite but confident manner. So, with the help of your teachers and the supervisor, you must be ready that what type of questions will be put to the researcher by the external examiner, so that you can make answer of those questions and you can give the answers with very confidence, as well as with a strong determinations also. So it is better to have a prior trial of your PPT presentation also, so that you should be assured that there will be no any error in your presentation of the slides. So thank you very much. This is related with academic writing in a very brief manner. So if you have any question, you can ask any doubt or any subject related with your topic, you can ask.
Yes. Thank you, Professor.
So,
Respected sir.
so,
Yes, any one of you have any question or query, please do share in presence of
so it is not
Professor sir.
it is not it is not possible to discuss all the aspects of the academic writing in one or two lectures.
Yes,
It
yes.
takes a lot of time, and
Mm,
there is a in for if you are registered for the PhD course, there is a pre-PhD course for 1 year, and within 1 year,
mm,
all the classes are undertaken by the researchers, and they are trained so that they can write their academic papers in a very standard way. So this is very short time, and within one two lectures. It was not possible
mm.
to discuss all the aspects, but still I have given you an overview of the academic writing. You can take help. You can go through the books and the journals, and you can have an ideas and the thoughts in writing your research proposal as well as writing this dissertation for the master degree.
Yes, thank you, Professor Sir. And
Yes, sir.
if you have any query, dear scholar and student, you can ask, you can share your opinion, please. Mr. Bay, Mr. Chow, Mr. Koju, Miss Fung, Miss Pairula, if you have any question.
Professor, Professor, can you hear
Yes,
me?
Yeah,
yes.
Yeah,
yes. Go ahead.
I'm now here, Professor. I just read through some papers, right? I would like to ask, is a review of the journal, is it considered one of the paper that we can write?
And there are some guidelines which have been prepared for the master degree dissertation, that whether the review of any book or any research paper of the journal can be counted as a research paper or not. So, Kamal Thapaji, if you have any knowledge, you can tell them. Otherwise, you can know about it that whether. But I know that in the Delhi University, the book reviews are considered for the pre-PhD course. This was one of the part that you have to review two new books which have been published in the area of your research. So they had to be submitted in the department to the teachers, and they were evaluated by the teachers also, and the marks were given. So, but in the case of Lumbini Buddhist University, I cannot say directly, but Kamal Thapaji will solve this problem.
Yeah. So sorry. Actually, the power is so disturbed here in Nepal. So, if, would you
Hmm.
mind repeat once, Mr. Bay?
The question
Mr.
is,
Kang,
Kamal Thapa, that
Yes.
suppose if a person makes a review of any research paper which has been published in the journal, peer-reviewed
Okay.
journal or our quality-based journal, if he is making a review, that will be counted as a paper, research paper or not.
Actually, in regulations that been described, it's not clear about, but I think might be considered or might not be. Once we have to discuss with Din sir. Okay. So on the basis of regulations we have, there is not any description regarding such kinds of provision. Actually. So, but as Professor said that, I would once inform to Din sir such kinds of suggestions and opinions has table in sessions. What could be done? Okay. So now, according to my on the basis of my knowledge, is not been cleared about. It clearly described that a journal and that must be published in the, academic writing that must be published in a journal. But in sense of
Kamal Thapaji,
yes,
Kamal Thapaji, can you go through the chat box? Chat box, there is a
yeah, yeah.
question in the
Okay.
chat box.
Yeah,
How
yeah,
long
yeah. I
should
think
the paper be in
how
an
long?
academic journal? Uh, Also, can the paper I submit to the journal overlap with parts of my master's thesis? Does it have to be on an entirely different topic?
Okay. It might be related or might not be related. It's no problem.
Yes.
Okay, no problem. And
Generally, it
the
should be related to your research topic.
yeah, it would be
Generally,
good.
it would be good.
It would be good. Somehow somehow if it is not related, no problem.
Hmm.
Okay. If it is related, it might be helpful for your final dissertations, right? And according to our provision, the academic writing size should be 2,500 to 3,500 words. Okay. I will share all the details later on. I will share. No worry about.
Yes.
Okay, thank you very much, respected sir. And for
Yes. Thank you
kind
very
info, yeah, for kind information,
much.
tomorrow the class will begin at 6:30. Okay, dear scholar, tomorrow class, only one class will be held, but it will begins at 6:30, not 6 p.m., 6:30 p.m. Okay, and day after tomorrow too. Then I will inform you tomorrow on the basis of the schedule of the professors. And any for your pre-informations, we are going to wrap up this tuition schedule on 21st September. Okay. On 21st September, we are going to assign mentor of each student too. Okay, we will uh, inform you all, and all the professors will join on that day, 21st September, and the day will be our last day of our tuition. And later on the basis of your experience and understanding, a special class will be added. No worry about. Okay, is that fine, Mr. Bay?
Okay, Ken.
Yes.
Okay.
Thank you very much, respected professor sir, for your time and sharing.
Thank you.
And
Thank
all
you very
the
much.
scholar and student, thank you very much. Good night, Shubharati, Nababudaya. See you
Good
tomorrow.
night. Huh? Good night. And see you again.
Thank you. Thank you, everyone.
Okay,
Good night.
Kamalji. Take care. Good night.
You too, sir. You too, sir. Thank you very much.
Yes, sir.